Do you believe in TIF for all businesses?
I've been on the council before in the past where tax increment financing proposals has come before the council, and I take it very seriously to do that analysis because tax increment financing, or TIF, is a type of corporate welfare. It is. You can't get around it. It is corporate welfare. It does pick winners and losers. It does all of those things. And yes, there are some times when it's appropriate, but then there's other times when it isn't, and somebody's just hoping you might find it's appropriate, because wouldn't they like to have a little corporate welfare too? And so that's why it's so important for having council members who understand what it means and that they ask for the in-depth financial details to understand not only how that but-for test that's required under the state law. Of course, that's not required in the 3M case because they went to the state legislature and had most of the requirements for receiving tax increment financing and corporate welfare. They had those eliminated so they don't have to meet any of those criteria or most of them. But in the case where you have to prove these criteria, you have to understand how did they get to the conclusion. Also, you want to understand what are the long-term consequences that if you as a civic leader grant that tax increment financing, what does it mean down the road? Because if you are providing tax increment financing to a developer for 25, 26 years, and you're looking at that life expectancy perhaps of the particular use or that particular building or whatever is only about 30 years or 35 years, then this may not be the right thing for your community because the community is not going to see any new property taxes from that development until after the 25 to 26 years. And so if there's only 10 more years of life of that project, of that business, of that building, you have invested so much and gotten so little out of it. So you really have to look at these long-term ramifications in totality. So that's the way I would approach it.